What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the EU4 1924 game now, because that's where we are. But we started in the Franco-Prussian Wars era. There is Brazilians trapped inside Luxembourg. This is what we're here for. What a cursed universe we've created. The British Isles. If you just joined in, if this is your first episode, yeah, Britain is probably the grossest thing you'll notice. But yeah, Brazilians in Luxembourg probably up there too. Egypt's name now appearing in sub-Saharan Africa and not at the top. Could be another one. And I wonder, how strong would the Ottomans be? I don't think they're going to annex them, because just about every country in the world is supporting Egypt's independence, so we'll probably get that this episode or the next one fairly soon. But yeah, the Ottomans would have a lot more. Well, another 300 on top of this would put them third, so above the US and Russia. So that would be pretty big. Persia is struggling by the looks of things against some just small neighbours, which is not what you want. That guarantee from the Ottomans not really working out for them, because obviously the Ottomans didn't honour it last time. I don't whether they would again or not is a different question, but I wouldn't put all my faith in it, I guess. Who is fighting Qing? Who is that brave? Oh, they're just attacking these guys, and somehow they've started okay. Fair enough. And that's already over. Oh no, it's not over, but they're doing a good job. I guess Qing they having their moment today. You just not attacking them. Yep, I don't know what's going on there, but maybe something's bugged. We'll just zoom out. Other AIs are doing stuff, so and it seems to be different ones each time, so I'm just going to let them. They seem to be over-covering. Britain eventually got rid of their rebels. Took them a good few years, but they got there in the end. What else we got going on? Oh, Serbia was annexed by the Ottomans. They've disappeared. Montenegro, I think, with Bavaria eating up. There's a couple of one-province minors here, and then Bosnia here, but for Europe now, it's mostly just major powers. Spain took out this little one, or annexed them. I don't know, they might have already... Oh, that is a lot of allies, Spain. Spain may have already had them vassalized or something. And Corsica, another one here. Just a small nation that Italy will probably take over eventually, you'd imagine. What's going on down here? South Africa v France still ongoing, but plenty of imperialist activity going on down here. It's part of the map. Who is this? Argentina v Brazil. Ooh, okay, and Chile. See how this goes. Brazil is definitely the strongest, but when they start fighting sort of alliances, that's not necessarily the easiest thing in the world, but it looks like they are stronger than those two. These two have still been avoiding each other. The US has warned Mexico, so till 1944, 17 years Mexico's going to consider or reconsider any wars south, and that's probably where the US will start invading them, I guess. World War II sort of time. There we go. We'll maybe get a different one. The US is just led by Great Consul Anthony Uxbridge. Do they not have presidents in it? It says Great Republic. In the hands of elected... Okay, no, I think he is the president, but it doesn't say anything about another election. He's just overthrown everyone. Let's have a look at the leaders, actually. That's always fun. Brazil have got Emperor João I de Bragança. That is an empire, so he does have an heir. What are the other ones? Who's been in charge of Mexico? We'll just do the bigger ones. President Ramon de Leyva. He's elected. He's got a year till his next one. See if he wins. Canada, personal union with Great Britain. Britain, I don't know, it's king normally, even though the UK actually, I guess back then maybe it was pretty different in 1929, but the Prime Minister makes more important decisions normally than the King or Queen. Even back probably in 1929. But either way, I don't know. I think after World War I that kind of changed. 666 and then 414, so that's pretty good. With George, yeah, there we go. Scotland, a chairman, James X. Malcolm, pretty cool name. Military dictatorship, Ireland, High King Turlo III. France have Jean-Philippe d'Esquerre. He is elected as a social. They're at war with Italy. That's pretty big. We should focus on that. We'll see how that goes. Italy is again not really moving. I do not understand what's going on with some of these AIs, but they are moving now with 3 stacks. Where's your other stack? You can't just have one big stack, surely. I don't know. Anyway, France is just full of fascist revolutionaries. They're going through every government type on the planet. Italy have King Cosimo di Savoia. Spain have Queen Anna Ruspoli. Prussia have Yvonne von Hohenstaufen. Austria, Franz III von Habsburg. The Ottomans have Suleiman III Osmanoglu. Russia, Yekaterina Sheremetev. They're still a Tsardom. Did they deal with those communist revolutionaries? No, they're still here. They're just sort of maybe they're letting it happen. I wonder if they'll turn red like fully into the Soviet Union. That would be cool. Persia, completely messed up now. Afghanistan looks like they also got in on some more of that, but is now losing to Punjab and Baluchistan. There's just never any solid power in this region. It didn't like me clicking that, and that's because I clicked the wrong map mode. That would be why. Yeah, Qing, are you gonna do something here? Are you letting these guys win? I don't know. Maybe something's broken. It's quite funny though. Bavaria has got a lot of separatists, and they are trying to deal with them. They are actually outnumbered, kind of. Although this 41 stack again could be doing stuff, as is Italy. With that, they have all these troops not doing anything, and that's why they are losing to France. But France themselves having plenty of issues. Who was in charge of Qing? That was a big question. Hong Taiji II Asian Gyoro. There we go. And there's no Australia yet, so what about Japan? Emperor Motohito Yamato. Is the heir the... No, it's not even the 1931, but it's not the same one that we all know. Russia, see, Russia eventually just woke up and snapped out of it. I'm assuming Qing did not do the same, but somehow didn't give anything away. Maybe some of maybe it's a visual thing. Maybe the war's happening and it's not showing it to us. I don't know. Because Italy's definitely not moved. But then again, they have an 8-stack sieging down Paris pretty successfully with its level 1 fort. So that's going to change the tone in terms of war score. Wait, is Spain at war with France too now? Oh no, Spain's at war with Morocco again. Is France at war with Morocco too? No, just France v Italy. Why is there so many French troops here? Horatio Herbert won the next US election, or took over, however it works. It doesn't say election, it says inaugurated though. In May 1930 he got the job. Good, great guy, great for him. There's Pirates of the Caribbean here. Well, not really, the Caribbean's more this way, but over here. What is going on this island? That would be amazing if these guys took the whole coast and left Madagascar just inland with like no access to trade or anything. That would be quite funny. Algeria is looking huge now with this addition. I know it's sort of the wasteland territory. Well, actually, it's not wasteland anymore. You can settle in it, and Algeria is doing that, so that's pretty cool. That Italy guarantee has paid off for them. Allied with Brittany. Did France release them or something? France did not take them. I don't know if they waited too long or something. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, I think France and Italy just wiped peace, luckily, so it's not a disaster. There was some weird tactics being deployed. More communists down this way now for Russia. They are heading over. Yeah, so they snapped out of it, whatever that was. Back to normal now. Oh, the Ottomans annexed whoever it was that was here. That's bad, isn't it? I can't remember their name. But whoever they was, they're gone. They'll be probably not returning, but there you go. Maybe there's a slight, like 1% chance that they come back. But I wouldn't hold my breath for them coming back anytime soon, I'd say. Alba is now independent this time. And that means now there's no British territory north of Scotland. So that's just, now it's just England, Northern Ireland and Wales in Great Britain or the UK. whichever one's which. I'm from there, and I can't even remember. I think the United Kingdom... No, I can't remember. One of them is the Alder Islands, including Ireland. That might be British Isles, or you know. And then there's like Great Britain, and then there's the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, which I think is Northern Ireland, but it could be Ireland as well. So I don't know, but we are United Kingdoms, probably just a name they came up with for no reason. I don't know. Scandinavia dealing with rebels now. France have their election cycle is like every 10 years. That is, jeez, it's unimaginable. Well, in the West, I guess. I don't know. Well, that in the UK, I'll say just experience. I think that's how long, pretty close to how long. Did President Xi gave himself at 10 years, 12, 20? I think Russia, it's been up to 8 from 4. I'm sure there's other places where it's really long. I don't know where they might be, but France is, I think the UK is 5 years if you win, although no one's lasted more than 2 years for about 7 years now, so we'll see whoever's next for us. What is it? The US is like 4, but if you win again, you can get 8. But I guess the UK, you could have, the max is 10, right? I don't even know if there is a max, actually. I think if you keep winning, you, in theory, could keep going, but I have no idea. I would assume there's a 2-term max, but there might not be. There is a Mexico-US war, and it looks like the US they are winning against quite a lot of opposition, I thought. But it doesn't look like it started well, but I guess the US has won some battles and isn't particularly moving. So again, another bugged nation that will probably turn it around at some point in the future. Get going again. 1936, we're just flying through. And there's a big war in Europe too, as Austria and the Ottomans go at it. I assume the Ottomans declared this, because their allies aren't in, and that's you know, you'd bring them in if you were defending, I would imagine. What was actually, yeah, Ottomans attacked Austria, so they probably wouldn't have joined, and the Ottomans didn't want to break the alliance, so they didn't call them in. Spain now dealing with rebels. Scandinavia dealt with theirs. I say dealt with, some of these nations may have just given in to the rebels. I don't want to say, can't confirm that they've dealt with them properly. How long till Algeria gets the Morocco treatment and sort of dies? Spain has now warned them, stop expanding, you're getting a bit big. Qing is now miles in front in #1 great power spot, and the UK has lost over 1,000 development. And oh yeah, you could see it. Okay, wow, yeah, there's a lot for new nations. These guys weren't here earlier. Bengal is here. Yeah, Britain's empire is collapsing in the 1900s. Not what you want to see if you're Britain. Their African ones doing okay, but yeah, the Indian ones falling away, and obviously they've lost a lot of their home territory as well, which is high dev, or at least good dev. In the Great War Age. Getting towards the second Great War Age. Yeah, Qing well out in front now. Should we have a little quick flick through here? What's going on? Let's not do this one. Let's go to the main one. Development leaders on this is just pure development. This separates the vassals. Qing is the most powerful country there. Head of Russia. They also have the best income. Actually, no, they don't. Some of the Europeans with more than Qing. Sorry, I misread that. Qing, Russia, US, Ottomans, Prussia, Japan, Great Britain, France, Brazil, Italy. Great Britain's a bit of a surprise because it is just what they have in land themselves, not colonies. France, Brazil, Italy, Spain, Mexico, Austria, Bavaria. Biggest income, okay. Oh no, that's money in treasury. Okay, sorry, this is income. Qing does have the most. We've come full circle. The US in second, Britain third, Russia fourth, Ottomans fifth, Brazil, Mexico, Japan, Italy, Prussia, France. Biggest incoming economies. Which one? Oh my goodness, Samoa. That's a number and a half right there. 530% inflation in Samoa. That's a nice I was more normal levels everywhere else, which is kind of sad right now, but that's how it is. 9%. It's getting used to that sort of number. Netherlands, I don't know. I don't see any of the bigger players in the game here. Britain's the highest of the major countries at 5%. France is at 4%. Pretty interesting. It's not particularly important. It's not as bad in EU4. It's just pretty topical, isn't it? Ching leads max manpower. Has anyone got like a standout lead in techs? Not really. They're all sort of getting there. Who's got the most power projection? There you go. Prussia still has 100 and Austria 98, despite Prussia losing some territory. But there you go. That'll be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. I will be able to respond. I will be able to respond to comments, but I mean act on the comments, because this is the last video before I get home for this series. I think there's one more after this one while I'm on the day I come home. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.